when it became canal offices for the Grand Junction Canal, which is the one that goes to London. The Birmingham and Warwick formed part of it. But the gang connection there is that the upstairs part was turned into a boxing club in the early 20th century, and there were a couple of organisations, including the Curl Society, that were addressing the problem of young Curl, K-Y-R-L-E. That was the name of the society. It was to do the name of the founder, and they created a number of boxing clubs across the country. But in order for these testosterone-fueled lads to have something else to legally bump each other rather than just doing it randomly at the end of the night, so they could fight better. So that's up there. I mentioned the two gangs that were in Milk Street and Barn Street. We just crossed that. It's Barn Street at this end, Milk Street at the other end, and there were a number of turf wars involving those in the 1870s and 80s, which sometimes the police were involved in, sometimes they kept well out of. It tended to be a couple of families that were at the core of these two street gangs, and then their followers joined in. And why were they doing it? Well, it was partly to do with identity. You know, that's what being part of a gang is. And one of the ways you form your identity, as with football, is by hating the others across the other side of the road, whether it's West Bromwich Albion or Birmingham City or whatever. So identity, protection, of course. The three reasons for gangs in the 19th century would be the three today: identity, protection, and then as an umbrella for illegal activities. And what happens to be illegal at one time isn't at another. But that same sense of keeping literally almost an umbrella over it. So I wanted to, next stop, I wanted to talk a little bit more about public and private space down by the canal. So if we walk a little bit further, and then we sort of